This is Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 heroic anime deaths.
人は自分を救済するために存在するか。確かにその通りだ。身勝手な女だ。
身勝手で結構です。だって私がそう決めたから。
ありがとうよ。
好きでやってるんでしょ。止められない。
For this list, we're going to be looking at the times where an anime character gave their lives for something greater, and in doing so, broke many otaku's hearts. Think we skipped an essential sacrifice? Crucify us in the comments and let us know your picks. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo. So head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next.
作戦にはナルト、お前の力が必要になってくる。作戦遂行まで何としても。
ナルト君を守り抜く。
Number 10, Gugu, To Your Eternity.
大丈夫かい、リン。
Dealt one cruel hand after another, you'd think a kid forced to wear a monster mask to hide his hideous scars would be doomed to a life of loneliness and pain. But Gugu is a man among men. After finding friendship with Fushi and falling for Rin, he pushed himself until he had become the peak of Jadness.
困ったことがあったらいくらでも助ける。それが兄弟ってもんだぜ。
Things were finally going his way, at least until the knockers attacked. Throwing himself in the way of a collapsing building, Gugu passes away from the impact, but not before finally confessing to the girl he had long adored. What a champ.
リン、君が好きだ。
Number 9, Mikazuki, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans.
大義、何それ。無意味。そうだな。俺には意味なんてない。けど。
Given his harsh upbringing as a child soldier on Mars, Mika was always more weapon than human, which made his tragic demise rather fitting as he held the line against the encroaching Galahorn forces.
じゃあ行くか。
With the rest of Tekkadan making a planetary retreat, Mika stays behind as the last line of defense. That's not to say he doesn't hold his own. Without any fear for his own safety, Mika pushes Barbatos to its limit, basically slaughtering the majority of the enemy mobile suits himself. It just stings that he met his end at the hands of Giulietta. Ugh.
俺たちの本当の居場所。
Number 8, Swindler, Akudama Drive.
身勝手な女だ。
身勝手で結構です。だって私がそう決めたから。
While originally having nothing to do with the S-class criminal she would come to associate herself with, it didn't take long for Swindler to discover her talents as a natural con artist, who always seemed to fall into the worst predicaments. Willing to do whatever it takes to ensure the safety of the two augmented children in her care, she pulls off her greatest swindle by allowing herself to be killed by executioners.
私はただの一般人です。私は
only for her death to be broadcast, which results in an insurrection that pretty much topples everything. Number 7, Tours, Vinland Saga.
どうした？やれよ。その必要はない。降参すると言え。
In a world of barbarians, betrayers, and broken souls, only one stood among them as the epitome of a true warrior. While he had spent his youth as a merciless Viking, age and fatherhood had turned Tors into a peaceful man who sought to impart the same mentality onto his hot-headed son, Thorfinn. And then they found themselves being raided by mercenaries, leading Tors into a battle where he was forced to weigh his desire to protect his children against his pacifist ideals. While he ultimately had to give his life to ensure Thorfinn's survival, he died as a man among men. Number 6, Neji, Naruto Shippuden.
作戦にはナルト、お前の力が必要になってくる。作戦遂行まで何としても。
ナルト君を守り抜く。
While originally nothing more than a ninja prodigy who considered himself superior to his peers, time and war humbled Neji, to the extent he was willing to even give his life for someone he originally looked down upon. With the Ten Tails on a rampage and killing its way through the Allied alliance, Naruto's future brother-in-law throws himself into the fray in a bid to block an incoming projectile. It goes about as well as you'd expect, but at least he got his moment in the sun before passing on without regret. Something tells us he wouldn't have been able to handle being an uncle to Boruto anyway.
俺の仲間は絶対殺させやしねえ。
Number 5, Kitan, Gurren Lagann.
やばいよダチ君、なんてキザなセリフは言わねえ。行ってくるぜ、野郎ども。
Kamino will always remain as the shining star that eclipses all with his sheer manliness, but there's no denying that Kitan still went out like a boss. With all of Team Daiguren in danger of being consumed by the Death Spiral machine, Kitan breaks formation and flies off on a suicide mission.
使わせてもらえるぜ。来た。
Imbued with his own sense of righteousness, a kiss from Yoko, and a crapload of spiral power, the Mad Lad succeeds in taking the Doomsday device out, and in doing so gives everyone a fighting chance against the anti-spiral.
これが螺旋の力かよ。大したもんじゃねえか。
Number 4, Piccolo, Dragon Ball Z. We all know that Big Green is, and always has been, the best father figure in the whole franchise. But this was the moment that cemented his endearing relationship with Gohan. Before his pupil can be disintegrated by Nappa's attack, the Namekian leaps in the way and takes the full brunt of the blast. While this results in his passing, it does demonstrate that his transformation from alien kidnapper to proud papa had come full circle, something that would only continue to evolve and endear through DBZ's following arcs.
Gohan, you're the only real friend that I've ever had. I want to thank you.
Just hold on a little longer.
Number 3, Erwin Smith, Attack on Titan.
俺たちは今から死ぬんですか。
そうだ。
Humanity's greatest commander was never one to shy away from making drastic decisions, even if it resulted in the elimination of his troops. That being said, he was also never afraid to throw himself into the fire either. With the Survey Corps under siege from the Beast Titan, Erwin makes the fatal choice to lead a final charge just to give Levi a chance of launching a sneak attack.
いや違う。あの兵士たちに意味を与えるのは我々だ。
It doesn't get more hype than seeing Erwin lead a battalion while screaming out top-tier motivation, even as he's torn apart by rocks.
兵士を怒れ。兵士を叫べ。兵士を叩け。
Number 2, Odin, One Piece. If Oda keeps dishing out these traumatizing character terminations, then we're gonna end up drowning in them. A member of Roger's crew and a legendary fighter in his own right, Odin's tale was cut woefully short when the malicious Orochi teamed up with the nigh unstoppable Kaido to orchestrate his death.
俺は一根の酒のおとぎになればよし。
In order to protect his retainers from sharing in his demise, Oden willingly held them above his head, whilst being submerged in boiling oil, refusing to concede right until the very end. That was next level badassery. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Rengoku, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the movie, Mugen Train.
俺は君の妹を信じる。
殺隊の一員として認める。
Even in death, the Flame Hashira shone more brightly than anyone else. While his skill was beyond any we had seen so far, even Rengoku's smoldering sword skills couldn't handle the ferocity of the Upper Moon's overwhelming strength and instant regeneration.
止めた。信じられない力だ。
The battle may have ended with Akaza running for the hills and Rengoku bleeding out with a massive hole in his gut, but right up until his passing, the eternally optimistic Fireball continued to smile, knowing he'd given his successor the chance to fight another day. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.